यदि गौर न होई तो तबे की होई तो के मोने धरी ताम दे। यदि गौर न होई तबे की होई तो के मोने धरी ताम दे। राधार महिमा प्रेम रस सीमा जगते जानत के। राधार महिमा जगत जानत के। माधुर वृंदा विपिन माधुरी प्रवेश चातुरी सार। माधुर वृंदा विपिन माधुरी प्रवेश चातुरी सार। बरज युवती भवेर भक्ति सकती होई तो कार। बरज युवती भवेर भक्ति सकती होई तो कार। गाओ गाओ पूना गौरांगेर गुण सरल कोरिया माना। ए भव सागरे ए मन दयाल न देखिए एक जाना। आमी गौरांग बोलिया माघेनु गलिया के मोने धोरी नुदे। वासुर हिया पाषाण दिया के मोने गड़िया छे। यदि गौर न होई तो तबे की होई तो के मोने धरी ताम दे। If Lord Gaura had not appeared as the Yuga avatar in this age of Kali, then what would have become of us? How could we have tolerated living? Who in this universe would have ever learned about the topmost limits of loving mellows that comprise the glory of Sri Radha? Who would have had the power to render ecstatic devotional service that follows in the footsteps of damsels of Raja? Indeed, the clever expertise of Raja Gopis is a prerequisite for entering the supremely sweet forest of Vrinda Devi. Oh, please sing again and again of the glorious qualities of Lord Gauranga. Just try to keep your heart simple. Not even one person within this ocean of nescience has ever seen such a magnanimous personality as he. Even though I chant the holy name of Lord Gauranga, somehow I still have not melted in ecstasy. How then have I maintained the burden of this body? How has the Creator fashioned this body with a stone in place of Vasudeva Ghosh's heart? Everyone knows who is Vasudeva Ghosh? सुना है कि नहीं? You heard the Sandhya Arati, Gaur Arati? Everyone has heard Gaur Arati? कि बा जयो जयो, उसमें आता है ना, संजय मुकुंद वासु घोष आदि गाय. The guy means those who are singing. Who are singing? Sanjaya, he was a good singer. Mukunda was extremely good singer. Means when Mukunda would sing, all people in Shiva Sangha, they would simply lose themselves in ecstasies. They would cry, they would fall down on the ground. He had such sweet voice. And there was three brothers, Govinda Ghosh, Mukunda Ghosh and Vasudeva Ghosh. So these three brothers were very intimate associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And amongst them Vasudeva Ghosh was the dearest one, very close. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu formed various Sankirtan parties, sometimes 4, sometimes 7. So in one party he kept these three brothers, Govinda Ghosh, Mukunda Ghosh and Vasudeva Ghosh. And they were the lead singers. The lead dancer was Vakreshwar Pandit. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would sometimes go in all parties to do kirtan, one by one, and sometimes simultaneously he would be in all the parties. And people, those who are divinely empowered by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they could see, this is miracle. He's there, he's there, he's there, he's there, everywhere. So that is Vasudeva Ghosh. He is talking about Vasur hiya pashana diya kemuna gadiya che. That means Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when you hear about him, you chant his holy name, but the heart doesn't melt. So he's saying, this is the kind of heart I have, that destiny or Prakriti has placed a stone where there should be heart. Now this is the feeling of Vasudeva Ghosh because of his very great love for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sometimes we as neophytes, we love Krishna. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself as a devotee, when he would ask, where is Krishna? And people would not answer. So he'll keep on asking. And one time some devotee said, Krishna is in your heart. So immediately he started tearing his chest. He became so agitated. He was tearing. So then his friend, childhood friend Gadadhar Pandit, he went and embraced him. Stop, stop. And immediately he became quiet. He became a little ashamed what I was doing. And then Sachimata understood that, oh, this boy can control my son. This Gadadhar, he is able to control my son. So then she told Gadadhar that never leave his company. That's how you'll see Gadadhar Pandit is always with him. Where she is Srimati Radharani. So Vasudeva Ghosh was such a great devotee that when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left this world, he was in one place in his village. He had many disciples. He had a peculiar way of singing kirtans. So many people were learning from him. Very famous personality. But as soon as he heard that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has left this world, so immediately he told his disciples, okay, let's go. They came to the outskirts of the village. He said, dig a hole. So they dug a hole and he said, okay, now I'm sitting inside. I have no use of this body, this life. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has left. Put soil on me. So they are saying, we can't do this. He said, I'm ordering, you are my disciples. Do it. So while crying, they were putting all the soil on, dirt on him. And then he came up to here and he is fixed in his meditation that he has to leave this world. At that time, suddenly in the crowd of devotees, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and said, Vasu Ghosh, what are you doing? Come on, come outside. And he gave his hand, pulled him out. So then he said, I don't have any need to live in this life world because you have left. So now I'm here, you can see me. So then he said, okay, if you are here, then be here. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu turned himself into a deity. That deity is still there, that village. So that is the greatness of Vasugosh. And he's singing Vasur hiya pashana diya. That my heart is, in place of my heart there is a stone. So that's actually the way Acharyas tell us what is the state of consciousness that we have and where we should reach. Hare Krishna. This is just an explanation of the song. Hare Krishna. So welcome to the Saturday evening satsang program. And I'm very grateful to all of you for coming here, taking your valuable time, giving us your association, blessing us by your presence. And the Leelas of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they are so powerful. We are approaching the Gaur Purnima festival. Day after tomorrow we'll be celebrating. Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur, he gives benediction. What is the outcome of hearing Sri Gaur Lila, chanting Gaur Lila and observing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance day very carefully? He says 3 things will happen to you. One is all the miseries of the material life which you are going through will get vanquished immediately. They are finished. All the knots which are situated within our hearts of material illusion, they will be finished. And these are the negative things. And the positive is Krishna Prem will be established as an irrevocable fact in your life. Amazing. So we are very fortunate that we are going to discuss Sri Gaur Lila. I have been told to speak on Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, the hidden incarnation, Channa Avatar. Can I get the watch here? Your watch. Yeah. Huh? I can go up till 9:30 also. But so, this is a very special avatar, most magnanimous. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate. Rupa Goswami described that there is no one as magnificent, as Audarya as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But he is hidden, Channavatar. I have been chanting this shloka whenever I have come to this program from the Srimad Bhagavatam, recited by Karabhajan Muni. All of you can sing after me. Krishna Varnam Trisha Krishnam Sango Krishna Varnam Trisha Krishnam. What is this? Sango Pangastra Parshadam Yagya Sankirtana Prayer Yajanti Sumedhasa. So, this is a special incarnation which comes in a luster which is golden, not black, but all the time is chanting the holy names of Krishna, Krishna Varnam. And what does he do? Yagya Sankirtana. The Sankirtan Yagya is spreading with his Parshadas, his devotees. And Yajanti hi Sumedasa. those who are very, very intelligent, fortunate people, they will worship this particular incarnation. So, even though we are born in India and there are many sampradayas in India, there are many devotees in India, very few will be still in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's line. There will be many others. All of them are authentic, but those who are extremely fortunate, they are in the line of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami describes how rare is this, that in Brahma's one day, Brahma is 12 hours of day, 12 hours of night. In one day of Brahma, there are 14 Manus, beginning with Swayambhuva Manu. And there is a seventh Manu, who is called as Vaivasat Manu. That is, he is right now there, the son of Vivaswan, the Surya Devata. In Vaivasvat Manu, every Manu has a lifespan of 71 Yuga cycles, Divya Yugas. So Yuga cycle comprises of Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga and Kali Yuga, which is about 43,20,000 years, the full cycle. Like that, once 27 Yuga cycles have passed, in the 28th Yuga cycle, in the 7th Manu, that is Vaivasvat Manu, Lord Krishna himself comes. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swam. Till then also Krishna comes, but he comes as an avatar of Vishnu. But Krishna himself, who is the original personality of Godhead, the Supreme Personality, he comes himself in the 7th Manu's 20th Yuga cycle, at the end of Dwapar Yuga. And then, as soon as he leaves, after performing his pastimes, which are no one has so far seen, no other avatar has done this. Whatever he does, it appears so controversial, and still people cannot, you can say, argue on it. He has 16,108 queens. And still he says, I am the perfect brahmachari. This is Krishna. No one can argue with him. When he comes, he sets the laws for the whole world. Right? Krishnastu Bhagavan Swam. Dharmansi Sakshat Bhagavad Pranitam. Whatever Bhagavan says, that is the dharma. That is the law of the world. He comes, sets the laws for the whole world, and breaks every law in Vrindavan. He doesn't care for the laws, but that is the Supreme Lord. Even though he says that I do follow Varnashram, everything I do, but still, when it is needed, he breaks every law. He doesn't care, because he is supreme. So once he is there in Vrindavan, he enjoys such beautiful pastimes with all the Brajavasis. And in Brajavasi's life, Krishna is everything. But he is not God. For them, he is not God. They do not care that he is God. Sometimes he tries to tell them that I am God. And people say, what is the proof that you are God? Once he was having his pastimes near present day Koshi. Koshi is a place in Vrindavan. Kosha means treasury. So Nanda Maharaj had his treasury in Koshi. Today also that temple is there. So there he was telling the gopis that actually I am Vishnu. I'm Narayan. So Gopi ji ने हाँ बहुत सुना है ऐसे. So then Krishna had to prove. So Krishna told Balaram, okay, you take your form. So he became Shesha. And on that, Shirodakshai Vishnu was lying. And that lake is there. It's called a Sir Sagar. Even today it is there. And there is a temple of Shirodakshai Vishnu, which is Krishna's temple. And still, in spite of seeing this, they just forgot about it. They did not bother about it. He is God. When he lifted the Govardhan hill, he started telling, I am God. I can lift Govardhan hill. So the Gopas are telling me, lo bhai lo. We all know that Govardhan was floating because all the Brahmanas, they were chanting specific mantras. They have that power. You just put your little finger and took the whole credit. All nonsense. So Krishna loves this. He is not so much happy about the awe and reverence by which he is worshipped. So he is thinking, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying, he is thinking that can I not distribute this love of Brajvasis to the whole world? And thinking like this, then immediately in the same Divya Yuga, in the last Sandhya, Sandhya means joining, last Sandhya of Dwapar Yuga, Krishna left this world. And the first Sandhya, same Krishna comes as devotee, and that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it is so rare. So you can imagine our great fortune that we are born just 500 years after him. Srila Prabhupada would say, just recently Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. So, recent, which is actually true. It's very recent. Just 500 years back. So he comes for various purposes. One is that to establish the Yuga Dharma. This is one of these purposes. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says another purpose that he had was because his devotee, Sri Advaitacharya, was calling him. So when a devotee calls, the Lord has to come. So he comes for that also. But this is his purpose. This is the reason why he comes apparently externally, but internally there is a different reason. Internally he is all the time thinking that these Brajvasis, and amongst the Brajvasis, these gopis, they have just given up everything for me. When Krishna and Balaram were being taken to Mathura, Akrura had come. So Akrura is taking them on a chariot, and all the elderly gopis are crying that Krishna is going. Even though they know Krishna is saying, I am coming back. But they are all crying. They can't imagine the separation from Krishna and Balaram. So all of them are crying and still giving him blessings that, okay, go and come back. But the gopis, their love is so high, such a highest of standards, that they go and actually block them. The Rath is blocked. You can't go. So they have left everything. Now, people may wonder, ये तो और किसी की पत्नी है, इसको क्यों रोक रही है? These gopis were already married. And they were saying, stop Krishna, you can't go. And ultimately Krishna had to tell them, no, I'll come back. So that kind of love, which has completely given up all possible shame of this material world. Many people, they discuss about the Chiraharan Leela of Krishna and gopis, that he took away the clothes of gopis. So it can be seen in a very materialistic way, appearing very obnoxious, not materially accepted, morally not correct. But from the spiritual angle, it is the highest type of surrender. That means you do not care for anything. Just for Krishna, anything is okay. In the Rasa Leela, first time, because the gopis always worshipped Mother Katyayani, that we want Krishna as our life and soul. He should be our husband, because he is our husband. So Krishna, on the day of Sharad Purnima, he played his flute. And hearing that sound of flute, it was such an intense call that gopis simply could not contain themselves. They just rushed. It was night, dark night. That means people don't come out in the night. So it's Sharad Purnima, but still it's night. And they left everything and entered a deep forest. And once they come there, now this is, see, they have given up everything to come to Krishna. And what is Krishna saying? It's not proper for you to come. This is not proper. You are from good families. How can you come in the dead of night for somebody else? Go back. And then they, in a loving but angry way, they start scratching the ground with their nails. They start telling Krishna, Krishna, it is not proper for you to treat us like this. We have left everything for you. Your flute has attracted us. And now you are saying, go back? And then they have beautiful discussion. It's another separate class. But then Krishna agrees. And Krishna is so happy with their devotion that he expands. Each gopi has her own Krishna. And he starts dancing. He dances for one night of Brahma. Now, we may say, aha, these are all scriptural exaggerations. It's not like that. The spiritual science is like that. Spiritual science is achintya. You can't understand it. By our tiny, limited intellect, it cannot be understood. Example Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives to Sanatana Goswami when he is instructing him about the inconceivable nature of spiritual life. He says, Krishna, Krishna's name, Krishna's dham, every activity of it is so inconceivable you cannot understand. He said, this Vrindavan, you are just returning from Vrindavan, met Sanatana Goswami in Varanasi. He said, the Vrindavan is 32 miles. Like today's, if you go to Vrindavan, from there to Nandagaon, it's about 32 miles, 4 crores. But in one corner of this Vrindavan lies the whole material and spiritual world. How is this possible? So Krishna is trying to give that achintya shakti. Krishna's mouth is maximum 1.5 inch to 2 inch, small child, and the whole universe is inside. How is this possible? So Krishna's one moment can be whole Brahma's lifetime, which is actually a reality. Because Krishna exhales and whole millions of Brahmas and universes, they come out, they finish their lila for millions and trillions and zillions of years, and then he breathes in and everyone is inside. That is Krishna. So he performs Ras Leela for one night of Brahma. And gopis are extremely happy. Wow, ultimately we achieved Krishna. That was our goal and we have achieved it by giving up everything of this material world. Sarva dharman, parityaja, mamekam, sharanam bhaja. Krishna said, so we've done that. So that pride came in the heart that we could achieve this. As soon as that came, Krishna said like this. So Krishna left. And the gopis started searching. Every gopi started searching. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? And ultimately, again it's a long story, they found Krishna. And again, in a very loving but angry way, they started telling Krishna, what is this? We gave up everything for you and you are doing this to us. And Krishna, while describing the ultimate nature of their love for Krishna, he says that your love for me is such that even I cannot repay. I am Krishna. I am Supreme Personality of Godhead. I have every ability. But you have made me disabled. I can't do it. Na parayham. I just can't reciprocate. I can't give you what you deserve. Therefore, be happy with your own love. So Krishna is thinking, what is this love? And amongst the gopis, Sri Radha, her love is unparalleled. Even gopis cannot understand. So Krishna is thinking, what is this love of gopis and Radha? And how can I distribute to everyone? I want it to be everywhere. So Krishna, to try to understand what actually these devotees, particularly the gopis, the highest of devotees, what do they feel? To understand that feeling, he says, I would like to become like Radha. And then I would like to give this love to each and every individual who wants to accept it. So this is his internal mood. To glorify the love of his devotees, particularly the Braja Gopis, and amongst them Sri Radha, he takes the form which is with the color of Radha, bhav of Radha, and he wants to give this love through the medium of Harinam Sankirtan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. So our acharyas tell us that when actually we are chanting the holy names in Sankirtan, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed the same Rasa Lila with his devotees, the gopis. When he was Krishna, he performed in very different way. As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he did it in Shiva's Angan, Shiva's Thakur's house, where again the holy name which is with every devotee, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the center. So same Rasa Lila, the love which the devotees experience, the Braj Gopis experience, same love can be experienced by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's devotees through Sankirtan. So this is his internal mood, why he came. So there is an external reason for being a Yuga Dharma and to respond to Advaita Acharya's prayer, but the internal mood is to glorify Radharani and to give that love of Radharani, give that love of Braja Gopis to everyone. That is why he has come. So in that mood, because he wants to now glorify Srimati Radharani, glorify all the Braj Gopis, glorify the Braj Vasis. So he wants to show how to glorify. His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj said that Krishna, Rama, Narasimha, Varaha, Kurma, so many avatars, they come and they show, they propagate dharma of how to worship the Lord. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes, he is the Lord, but he shows the world how to worship the devotees of the Lord. That's a difference. So he is coming to show the supreme position of devotees, devotion, and how we worship them. That's the purpose why he came. And he does it in very, very beautiful ways. But he is called a Chan avatar. So, why is he called Chan avatar? Anybody? Why is he called Chan avatar? Hidden. Why? Anybody? Yes. So he's actually, see, for us it's not that, he's hidden from us. Because for us everyone is hidden. Even Krishna is hidden from us. For us every avatar is Chan avatar. He himself desires to be hidden. That is the reason why he's called Chan avatar. That means in all other avatars he accepts that I am the Lord. He acts like the Lord. But here, no matter how many times the devotees tell you are the Lord, Vishnu, 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 I am not the Lord. He keeps on telling like that. But yajanti hi sumedasa. The intelligent people, they find him out. Okay, he is the Lord. So when he meets Sanatan Goswami in Varanasi, for 2 months he is instructing Sanatan Goswami. So he is telling whole basics, the various avatars, the nature of jiva, nature of this material world, nature of the spiritual world, and what is uh, the supreme absolute truth, various avatars, 6 types of avatars. Like that he keeps on describing, and at one point of time, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, in Kali Yuga, Prahlad Maharaj says this. Prahlad is glorifying Sri Narasimhadev. That, oh Lord Narasimha, in various yugas you come to protect your devotees, and sometimes in Kali Yuga you come in a hidden form as a devotee. So like that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is describing various scriptural evidences. And he says, but in Kali Yuga he comes in a golden complexion. And his only job is to always sing the glories of Krishna. And looking at him, every person becomes a devotee. So he is describing like this. Because he is describing according to the scriptures. He quotes Mahabharata, Vishnu Sahasranam, Suvarna Varno Hemango, that's the description of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How his body is like a molten gold, and how he takes sannyas, and then his dhira gambhir, and he has nishtha in the holy name. This is all described in the Mahabharata. So it's describing. But Sanatana Goswami was not an ordinary person. He was extremely intelligent. He was the scholar of Bhagavad. So he says, can I ask a question? So Mahaprabhu says, yes, go ahead. He says, I am a very low-born, very fallen person, but still I have one doubt. You told me that, the avatar in Kali Yuga will have a beautiful golden complexion. He will always chant the holy names. Looking at him, people will become devotees. And he will chant and dance. Did I hear correctly? Is that what you said? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately understood what he is trying to say. So Mahaprabhu then at that time, the Lord accepts defeats from his devotees. He said, oh Sanatan, give up your intelligent tricks and listen to me further. So like by avoiding the subject, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, he accepted that this is what it is. But he didn't want to say it. Then he describes further avatars. And then we will come to the point where how he actually exhibits his purpose or the desire to glorify his devotees. So after coming from Varanasi back, he was in Nilachal. Then for about 8 to 10 months, Rupa Goswami came there, and Mahaprabhu had wonderful leelas with Rupa Goswami, who was the younger brother of Sanatana Goswami. And then he left. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Rupa Goswami that go and send your brother now. They were in Vrindavan. But even within 10 days, Sanatana Goswami had already left Mathura and he was coming to the same road which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took of Jharikhanda, today's Jharkhand. But he was so eager to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that on the way he hardly ate, drank water wherever he could get it. Most of the days he fasted. So because of all the fasting and drinking all polluted water, his body became infected. He had many sores on his body because of the contaminated water. And all the sores were oozing, blood and pus, smelling. So somehow, in that eagerness, he reached Jagannath Puri, asked people, where is Haridas Thakur staying? So they showed him, and he reached Haridas Thakur's kutir. And there Haridas Thakur was very pleased to see Sanatana Goswami. They have met earlier once. Then Haridas Thakur is telling Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sanatana Goswami, that very soon it's about time that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would come here. Right at that moment he arrived. As soon as he said this, Mahaprabhu came. And both of them offered obeisances. As was usual, Mahaprabhu would be so happy always to see Haridas Thakur. So he came, embraced Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur is always feeling that, no, don't embrace me. I am from very lower birth, not qualified to embrace you. And Mahaprabhu would always tell him, I am not embracing you because you are low or high. I am just purifying myself. I purify myself by embracing you. And hearing this, Haridas Thakur will further feel very humble. He would feel, what is he saying? And then he said, here is Sanatan offering you obeisances. So Mahaprabhu was very happy. Sanatan. So Sanatan got up and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to him and started embracing him. So immediately said, no, you can't embrace me. Look at this body. Plus I am very low born. I am very fallen. Don't embrace me. But Mahaprabhu was extremely powerful. So he forcibly grabbed him and embraced him so tightly that all the boils on his body, they decorated the full golden body of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Everywhere there was pus. And seeing this, Sanatana Goswami felt so bad. On the way also he was contemplating that I came here to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to perfect my life, to witness Rath Yatra. But now I am creating such offenses for myself that he is embracing me. My dirty, filthy body is polluting his body. So I was feeling very uncomfortable and he said, no, don't touch me, my Lord. But then Mahaprabhu did not listen to him. He said, it's very nice, Sanatan, you came here. Now you and Haridas, both of you are expert in the highest emotional mellows of bhakti. Discuss that, chant the holy names and spend time. I will be very happy. And then he left. Then both of them, they discussed the great fortune they had of meeting each other. And next day morning again Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. Again he embraced Sanatana Goswami. Again the same thing. So he was really feeling very miserable. Like this many days go. And he doesn't know, Sanatana Goswami doesn't know what is the solution for my problem. Because I have come here to get purified, to be in association with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but I am causing more harm. I am polluting his body. So exactly opposite result is coming. So he's thinking like this. So he has already contemplated and he is thinking that what I will do is I will wait till the Rath Yatra. Once the Rath Yatra takes place, at that time there is a belief in Puri that anyone who dies under the cart of Jagannath, he directly goes back to God. Don't try it. Not recommended. So he decides that I will do this. I am going to throw myself under the cart. And with that resolve, he started feeling little comfortable. That okay, at least I'll end his body so that Mahaprabhu will not get his body polluted. My misery will be over. And I will attain my highest goal. So suddenly one day Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes and starts telling for no reason. Now he has not disclosed this to anyone, but for no reason Chaitanya Mahaprabhu starts saying, Sanatan, you know, if I can achieve Krishna Prem by giving up this body, in a moment I can give up millions of bodies. I will not hesitate. But it is all nonsense. Committing suicide is in the mode of ignorance. Mode of passion and mode of ignorance, as long as they are within you and you are committing such sinful activities, Krishna Prem cannot be awakened. You cannot have any access to Krishna Prem. With any material modes, you have to be beyond modes. Krishna is Nirguna, so you have to be also Nirguna, beyond the modes. Then he tells Haridas Thakur, Haridas, look at this gentleman. He has given his body to me. He surrendered himself to me. And now he is thinking of taking his life. What right he has to destroy somebody else's property? Then he tells further that Sanatan, your body is my property. My abode is Vrindavan. But by my mother's order I am staying in Puri. So I am unable to do what I am supposed to do in Vrindavan. So I want to establish something through this body, through your body. And it will be achieved. I am telling you it will be achieved. You go and write scriptures which will glorify the supreme-most path of devotion, transcendental loving service to Krishna, based on scriptures. I have already given you the outline. He had already given the outline what to do. Excavate all the old places, the hidden places of my pastimes. You have to perform this. How can you destroy this body? So then he says this, again goes. Immediately, Haridas Thakur, as soon as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes away, Haridas Thakur is very, very happy and he starts glorifying Sanatana Goswami. Sanatana, you are so fortunate that the Lord has accepted you as his own. Lord has accepted your body as his own. There is no limit to your fortune. You are the most fortunate person. Then devotees are not easily fooled by somebody else's praises. Sanatana Goswami starts telling Haridas Thakur, there is no limit to your fortune. There are few people who behave very nicely. Their exemplary behavior is worthy of all praises, but they can't speak about Krishna. They do not know the science of Krishna. They cannot present the science of Krishna. And there are some people who can present the science very beautifully, but they don't behave properly. You are the only person where both these things are together. How glorious you are! Like that, they are glorifying each other. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he wants to test Sanatana again. Why I'm telling you just how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu worships his devotees, how he loves them as his life and soul. That's what he came to show. So Sanatana Goswami had reached Jagannath Puri in the month of uh, Vaishak, April, May, this time. So it was very hot. And one day at Gadadhar Pandit's place, which is called as Yameshwar Mahadev, Tota Gopinath, today's, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sent a message to Sanatana Goswami, come for lunch with me. It's a big thing to have lunch with the Lord. So immediately Sanatana is very happy, but still he has all those sores. So he's thinking, if I go the straight road, then I have to pass through the Simhadwara. And near Simhadwara, many Brahmanas, Pandas, they are going to worship the Lord. By mistake, somebody touches me. All the offering, whatever they are going to do, it will be spoiled. Even my shadow will pollute them. So I will go another way. So he takes the long route, which is through the seashore. So it is afternoon, very hot. Puri is extremely hot. So by the time he reaches Yameshwar, Mahaprabhu has already taken lunch. He is already sleeping, taking rest. So he reaches there, and then Govinda, the devotees, give him some remnants of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He takes prasad, and then he goes to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to meet him. And Mahaprabhu said, I am waiting for you. What happened? And Mahaprabhu saw that he was not walking properly. He said, why are you walking like this? How did you come? So he said, I came the seashore way. So Mahaprabhu said, but it must be extremely hot. It must be burning hot. You must have blistered your feet. You must have felt a lot of pain. So there, Sanatana Goswami reveals his heart. He says, actually I knew that I can come by this road, but the Brahmanas, they are passing there constantly, and I didn't want to pollute them. By mistake also to touch me, I will be ruined. So I have come through this path, but I didn't feel any pain. I didn't even know that what happened to me, because I wanted to just be here. So he expressed that love. That in his ecstasy of trying to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he forgot that there is hot sand or anything. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu starts glorifying Sanatana Goswami. And he says, actually, you can purify the whole world. But you are thinking, your etiquette as a Vaishnava did not allow you to cross Simhadwara. Just to give an example to the world, you are following the Vaishnava etiquette. Then Mahaprabhu says, Vaishnava etiquette is the ornament of a devotee. A devotee becomes very beautiful by following Vaishnava etiquette. Like that he glorifies. And then both of them, Mahaprabhu goes his way, Sanatana Goswami goes his way. Now, next day, again Sanatana Goswami is thinking that I came here for a particular result. But My sores are still there. Every day Mahaprabhu is embracing me. He doesn't feel anything, but I can't tolerate it. So, next morning, Jagadananda Pandit comes there. He's very close associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, Sanatan Goswami is discussing with Jagadananda Pandit that, what do you think? I'm in a miserable state. What is the solution? So, Jagadananda says, see, you came to see the Lord, you have seen the Lord. You came to associate with Him, you are associated with Him. Now Mahaprabhu has already given you instruction that you should go to Vrindavan. Why don't you just go to Vrindavan so that you will not be miserable? So he says, Jagadananda has given perfect advice. I will go. So next morning Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes there. And Sanatana Goswami again is trying to run away from the Lord. The Lord runs, grabs him, embraces him tightly. Again, the beautiful body of Lord Gauranga, golden body, becomes full with pus and blood. So Sanatana Goswami says that, my Lord, I have come for some reason. I came here to achieve some good results, but exactly opposite is happening. So I have decided, Jagadananda has advised me correctly, I have decided to go to Vrindavan. As soon as he says this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu becomes very angry. In a very angry mood says, who is Jaga? He is just a new boy. How can he be so impudent to instruct you? You are at the level of my Guru. I take your advice. How can he instruct you? Immediately Sanatana Goswami falls at the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and says, now I understood. Now I have understood that how fortunate is Jagadananda Pandit. He is so close to you that you can become angry at him. You can use bad words about him. But all the time you are glorifying me. Whenever I meet you, you just glorify me. So Mahaprabhu immediately, he felt a little ashamed and he said, no, Sanatana, it's not like that. Because he understood his thought, that he is thinking that he is away from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which was not a fact. So he said, no, it's not like that. You are worthy of my worship. Many times I have taken your advice. How can somebody new like Jagadananda advise you? I am telling you, you be here for next 1 year. Like that. And then, understanding the mind of Sanatana Goswami, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, you tell me that your body is obnoxious, you are low born. Then Mahaprabhu quotes various scriptures and he says, being born in a high family, having a lot of scholarship, beauty, all Aishwaryas, this is not the qualification for bhakti. Whatever you are, if you are a bhakta, you are a devotee, unalloyed devotee of the Lord, you are the supreme, you are fit to be guru of the whole world. That is the glory of devotional service. And you think that this body this oozing can contaminate me? If I show any aversion to you, it is against the principles of sannyas. Because sannyasi means he doesn't care for what's happening in the world. He has no distinction of good, bad. That's sannyas dharma. Sannyasi means you are dead for the society. A dead person, you pour ghee on him, you pour urine on him, doesn't matter. Plus, I want to tell you, I don't embrace you for anything to you. I embrace for my benefit. I get purified. First time I embraced you, the sores, the oozing, to me, it smelled like chatusma. Chatusma means, chatu means 4. So there are 4 ingredients which are extremely fragrant. The sandalwood, aguru, camphor and musk. All these four put together is Chatusma. So Mahaprabhu is saying this. First time when I got those oozes, I smelled it like, and then he told Haridas and Sanatan, I want to tell you, one is sannyas, but actually, now I want to give a little background to this. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was born, Haridas Thakur was already in his 40s and 50s. Advaitacharya was about 52 years old, or maybe 50. And Haridas Thakur was contemporary, almost the same age, little younger. So he's like father of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sanatan Goswami is elder to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Rupa Goswami is almost the same age, his younger brother. So to them, who are elders, much elders to him, he's saying, actually both of you are just like small children for me. You're like small children for me. And I feel exactly like the mother who feels about her children. He said, a mother, her love for the child is so much. The child is passing urine, stool. She doesn't take any offense. She just cleans it. In fact, the urine and stool, it is, for the mother, it is a very fragrant thing. She feels it very fragrant. That's exactly how I look at you. You are my small children. And then saying this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again forcibly takes Sanatana Goswami and embraces him. Again, all the oozing comes out. And in a moment, all the boils go away. His body is golden, perfectly pure, clean, healthy. And he looks at himself. And then they discuss afterwards. First, Haridas Thakur glorifies Sanatana Goswami that how fortunate you are that Mahaprabhu actually, it appears that you had oozing and everything, but that was not true. Because if he wanted, he could have given up, or he would have embraced you on day one, finished your all the boils. But he did it just to show how great is your relationship, how much he worships you, how much he values you, how much is his, you can say, feeling towards you as his life and soul. So this is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu does. That Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is worshipping his own devotees. So he worshipped, and later on, whenever any devotee would come from Vrindavan to Nilachal and meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would always ask, how is Rupa and Sanatan? And everyone had to tell Sanatana Goswami's Leelas and Rupa Goswami what they are doing, what is their message. And he would glorify both of them as if he had five mouths. And this he did for all the devotees. Every devotee, he would always glorify like this. You have time. So this is the reason why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came as Channa Avatar. That he wanted to actually relish a devotional relationship between the devotees. How to worship devotees. But as I said, the devotees, those who are Sumedasa, they will always identify the Lord. So Advaitacharya, who is a Sadashiv, Mahavishnu, but he has also come as a devotee. So because he was calling on the bank of Ganga, worshipping his Shaligram with Gangajal and Tulsi Manjaris, loudly calling for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's advent, Krishna, you come, because the world is in such a state that even I cannot save them. I have no capacity. They have gone to such a low level. Only few come and give them the love. Because many times when the world is materially prosperous, which was, India was the most opulent country just 200 years back. Most opulent country. Why Vasco da Gama wanted to always search India? Because India had something. All the people would want to search where is India. So much prosperity was there. I'll give you an example of prosperity of Sanatana Goswami and Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami, when he retired, no, he had two big boats full of gold coins. Now we may think, अभी तो सब जगह gold coin ही थे ना, ऐसा नहीं था. Gold coins were very precious even at that time. That means Sanatana Goswami, when he left, he was put in the jail by Nawab Hussain Shah because he refused to serve him. So 10,000 gold coins were kept with one merchant, which can be used for bribing. So when Nawab Hussain Shah went for conquering Orissa, Sanatana Goswami brought those 10,000 gold coins and somehow convinced the jailer that you take this, and so 10,000 was a huge amount. First he started with 2,000, then made it 4,000, then 7,000. So ultimately by 10,000 he was said, okay, I will do it. So he did it. And then he left. Now his servant had carried 8 gold coins. So I am just telling you, the gold was important at that. So for those 8 gold coins, he was staying in a motel. Inn bolte na, I-double-N. He was staying in a jungle inn, and the owner of that inn, he had an astrologer with him. So he would tell who has how much wealth. So he said, this man has 8 gold coins. So then he started becoming very, very sweet to this Sanatana Goswami. I said, how can I serve you, sir? So Sanatana Goswami is a very intelligent minister. He knew so much sweetness means there is danger. So he immediately asked his servant Ishan, Ishan, do you have any gold coins? So he said, yes, I have 7 gold coins. He lied. He had 8. So Sanatana Goswami said, why are you carrying that death knell with you? Give me those. So he gave 7 gold coins. So immediately he took 7 gold coins, went to the owner of the inn and gave him the gold coin. He said, take this, I don't need them because they are dangerous for me. And that person was moved by his honesty. He said, I was going to kill you because I knew you have these coins, but I am told there are 8 coins. So then Sanatana, but he said, I'm okay. 7 is sufficient. I will make you pass this border. Then immediately he asked Sanatana Goswami, Ishan, do you have any other gold coin? So again he said, yes, I have 1. So he said, take this one. 1 is sufficient for you to take you back to Bengal. You go. So I'm just saying, this was gold's price even at that time. And such thousands and thousands of gold coins they had. Such kind of richness he had. So, such prosperity in India, whenever you have prosperity, naturally you start thinking that you are the center of the universe. Everything is meant for you. It's for your enjoyment. So you cannot look at, so then you become miserable by broken relationship. Money brings everything. It's a powerful ego booster. So with ego, we harm each other. So life becomes very painful. But whether it is prosperity or painful realities of life, both do not bring you closer to Krishna. Some people, sometimes we think that if somebody is miserable, he will come to Krishna. No. Even if you are miserable, you will take shelter of drugs. You will take shelter of something else. Only, so negative, positive doesn't actually give you Krishna consciousness. What gives you Krishna consciousness? What gives you detachment from this world is love of Krishna. A positive attachment to Krishna only can detach from this material world, nothing else. If we think that, oh, by doing a lot of austerities or doing a lot of tapasya, I'll gain devotional service. No. It is only the positive, loving attraction to Krishna, which is developed by chanting the holy names. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, and being the servant of the servant of the servant of Krishna and his devotees. That's the only way. So, to prove this point, how important it is to be a servant, Advaitacharya did a great trick. He's the Lord also. Because he had brought Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was so senior that by the time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in 20s, he was in his 70s. So whenever Advaitacharya would come, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would offer obeisances. And Advaitacharya would, my Lord is offering me obeisances. So he would feel very sad. And he would again and again tell, why are you doing this, my Lord? No, I am not your Lord. You are my superior. You are our Guru. You are the leader of the Vaishnavas. Like that. He will always glorify Advaitacharya with a lot of gusto. To the degree that one day when he was giving out love of God to everyone, he was in a mood of being the Lord. Sometimes he was like that. So one day he just entered the hall of Srivas Thakur's house, and straight away, today people are, he's different today. He would come always like this, but today he was like this. So he came, straight away walked to the place where Lord Vishnu's throne was there. And he sat on the throne. And devotees were like, wow, today he has accepted that he is the Lord. So they are very happy. And then he says, Srivas, perform my Abhishek. So he was very happy. And that's a beautiful lila again. Some other time we'll take it up. But his Abhishek was performed. And this lila lasted for 21 hours. 21 hours is sitting. Devotees are bringing Ganga Jal, various paraphernalia for Abhishek, Kirtan. It's an amazing festival. And he would call one by one devotees and show them their eternal form and show them that the way they wanted to see Krishna. Tell them what happened in the past and how he saved them. Again, it's a beautiful pastime. So everyone asked Mahaprabhu that you have called everyone, but you haven't called Sachi Mata, your own mother. Then she will not get Krishna Prem. So everyone was aghast. Why? He said, because she thinks ill of Advaitacharya. So he's glorifying Advaitacharya. Because actually, when Advaitacharya was preaching, Mahaprabhu's elder brother, Vishwarup, he took sannyas. And Sachi Mata always felt that because of Advaita, he took sannyas. Mothers. So then Sachi Mata was brought, and then Advaitacharya, he was engaged in Kirtan, and in Kirtan, when he fell down in ecstasy, that time she took dust from his feet. And then Mahaprabhu said, now it's okay. Now I can give. So that is the way he would glorify Advaitacharya. So Advaitacharya was all the time thinking that when will my Lord accept me as a servant? I have to do something. So then one day he left Navadvip, where he was staying, Mayapur, and went back to his original place of Shantipur. And there he started preaching the Mayavad philosophy, Advaita. That I am Advaita. So philosophy of Advaita. He started preaching from the book called as Yoga Vasishtha. And one day Mahaprabhu remembered the Advaita Acharya. He said, Nityanand Prabhu, let's go and see Advaita. So they are on the way. They swam across the Ganga. They are nearby to Shantipur where Advaita Acharya is staying. And Advaita Acharya, huge stage, thousands of people are sitting, and he is purposely preaching about how the Lord is impersonal. He has no hands, no feet, no senses. He is Nirgun, Nirakar. So he's like saying like this. And Advaita Acharya's mood became like more aggressive as soon as he saw Mahaprabhu. He said, now this is the time. So he's like more enthusiasm. He started preaching Advaita philosophy. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could not believe his ears. How can Advaita do this? He called me, I was sleeping. I was sleeping peacefully. He called me here by his loud shouts. Now I have come and he's saying, I do not have senses. I heard him, no? So Mahaprabhu was very upset and he started running. And Nityananda was trying to catch him. Stop. So he understood what he's thinking. But Advaita Acharya was more enthusiastic. When closer he was coming, more enthusiastic. So very, very powerfully he started preaching. And suddenly Chaitanya Mahaprabhu jumped on the dais and started, Nada! Nada means that is a Bengali name for a senior person. Nada! You called me from the spiritual world and now you are saying I do not have senses. How dare you do this? Boom! So he started beating Advaita Acharya. And Advaita Acharya is 75 years old. So actually he started beating. And Advaita Acharya fell down. And Advaita Acharya's wife, Sita Thakurani, she's saying, hold on. He's an old man, he will die. But Mahaprabhu was very strong. He was just 23 years old. And suddenly, when he's beating, he saw Advaita Acharya smiling. He saw Advaita Acharya smiling. Instead of crying, he's smiling. So he said, Advaita Acharya got up and he said, my Lord, today my life is perfect. At last you have accepted me as your servant. Because only the master can punish the servant. And in this way, Mahaprabhu immediately became very, very ashamed and he became like this, went and sat down. And he understood Advaita Acharya has tricked him. So like this, Advaita Acharya showed what is the importance of being a servant of the Lord. And that is the mood which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give us. He gave us the Yuga Dharma of chanting the holy names. To Sanatana Goswami, he explained that Sanatana, the only way to achieve Krishna's attention, to achieve love of Krishna, is to chant the holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. And avoid the 10 offenses against the holy names. And love the Vaishnavas, do not criticize them, do not malign them. Because the 10 offenses, the topmost, first offense against the holy name is blaspheming the Vaishnavas. Today's lecture was supposed to be given by Sri Krishna Chaitanya Maharaj. But he had to catch early morning flight, so then he avoided it. But I had some discussions with him 2 days back, and he told me a very wonderful thing, which I'll share here, in relation to sometimes what we speak, because we are very fond of our own opinions. We feel our opinion is the best opinion. It's natural, because we're in the material world, we are infested with the false ego. However, not because of our own doings, by the mercy of some great Vaishnava, some merciful person, we received this Bhakti Lata Bij. We received it somehow or other. It's a great Brahmanda Brahmite Kona Bhagyavanaji. Means we are like the most fortunate amongst the whole Brahmanda. We are going around in the Brahmanda. Kona Bhagyavanaji, one person. He gets Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Bij. By the mercy of Guru, Vaishnavas, Krishna, he gets this Bhakti Lata Bij. And this Bhakti is such a powerful thing which we do not understand the value of it. It is so powerful that the Mayavadis, they want to become Krishna. So we say, I want to become God. Now what can be better than that? Isn't it? I'll become God. That's the, you can say, the allurement or the last snare of Maya. And I can become God, which you can never. But Prabhupada would say, why to become Krishna? Why to become God? Why can't we become better than God? So you would say, devotee is much more than God. He said, devotee, Yashoda Maya binds Krishna. He cannot do anything when she binds him. Bilva Mangal Thakur, one of our Vaishnava acharyas, he would challenge Krishna. Krishna, I challenge you. If you have power, show me the power by coming out of my heart. I have captured you in my heart. You cannot come out. So this is Krishna's devotees. By love they bind him. Prabhupada also said once that Radharani is powerful than Krishna. If Radharani stops dancing, Krishna will be nowhere. Like that. So devotion, what we have received, the Bhakti Lata Bij, is such a precious thing. It is so precious that then he was giving, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Maharaj was giving example, that when something is precious, it is stored within you. Every devotee is the storehouse of some devotion. Protect it very, very carefully. So protect it extremely carefully. Be careful what you speak. Because every word you are speaking, you are representing something inside. You have something inside which is so valuable that you cannot be casual about what you speak. So he was saying, just like a treasure from the bank, some cash or gold, when it goes on the street, there is a bulletproof car, there is a kind of a grill, which is iron bars and machine guns. So it's so much carefully it is guarded. Why can't we guard our devotion? Therefore, whatever comes out of our mouth has to be very, very with great responsibility. And particularly, if we cannot stop speaking, then at least speak about Krishna. If you want to speak, then speak about the good qualities of the devotees. Speak about devotional service. And in this way, Vacho Vegam Manasa Krodha Vegam. Vacho, the speech can be controlled. Because through the speech only, generally we slander devotees. Generally we talk bad about. Even the habit of talking unnecessarily about unrelated matters is harmful to us. Giving opinions. So we have to be very careful in how we use our words. The first offense is against the devotees. And there at least we should be very careful in what we speak. So the antidote to all our offenses is always appreciate and glorify the Vaishnavas. Always. If we do that, then Krishna will be happy and he will appear when we chant the holy names. chanting very attentively without considering what's coming in the mind. Because the mind is always, planning, lamenting, desiring, all that is going on continuously. But chanting attentively means do not pay any attention to the mind. Let mind do whatever it wants. Just hear. When you chant Hare, Hare, Krishna, Krishna, nothing else. It's not easy, but we need to practice. Keep on practicing. And just by that chanting, and just by serving the Vaishnavas, Krishna will be pleased. That love of Krishna, the love of Krishna consciousness, the devotion, that will protect us from the greatest danger of life. So therefore, it is always imperative, I would say, for all of us to be in the consciousness of being the servant. And that's what Advaitacharya has shown us by his own example. How important it is to be a servant. He went to any extent to somehow become a servant of the Lord. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself showed this. He was an arrogant scholar. As Nimai Pandit is very arrogant. But as soon as he would see a devotee, he would hold their bags, he would help them washing clothes, he would do everything for them. One time a devotee, he was very upset with Gauranga. That why is he all the time arguing, giving, the challenges to all these scholars, trying to defeat them. Never talks about Krishna. This is before he became devotee. So one devotee, he just couldn't, but he was very attractive to him. He said, something is there with him that we can't stay without him, but we are not happy with him. Because he is talking all the time something else than Krishna. And we want to hear about Krishna. So one day he just couldn't maintain himself. He just went to Gauranga and said, Nimai, what is the use of all this word jugglery? When are you going to worship Krishna? Now, this is not somebody like Nimai can accept it, right? Nimai is like anybody's challenge, he can destroy that person's pride. But because he was Vaishnava, he just held his hands. He said, truly, truly, I am so fortunate that somebody like you are a Vaishnava. You are desiring that I will become a devotee. By your blessings, one day I will become a devotee. But right now I need to study Shastras. So this is how he showed by his own example that even when Ishwarpuri came, Ishwarpuri told him that, Nimai, I have heard you are a great scholar. Why don't you edit my book? I have written a book on Krishna. And Nimai Pandit very frankly said, am I mad? A pure devotee like you have written a book. It has to be perfect. I am not going to do this. He said, no, I want you to do it. Okay, I'll do it. Then he took it, read the whole book and found one mistake. He came and told Ishwarpuri next morning that this word, just rearrange it like this. This is the right word. So Ishwarpuri said, okay, I'll think about it. He kept it like that. Next morning again they met. And Ishwarpuri said, Nimai, actually whatever word I have used is better than what you have suggested. For the first time, Nimai could not accept this any time. But he said, yes, you are right. So first time he accepted it. So this is how he dealt with the Vaishnavas. So no matter what we are, we need to deal with the Vaishnavas with that mood of servitude. And in that mood of servitude, Harinam Vaishnava Seva, then we can really, you can say, make best use of the greatest fortune we have achieved of being born in the era of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because just recently he has appeared. We are still part of the Leela of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Still Mahaprabhu's Vani is coming true. He said every town and village my name will be spread. It is going on. So we are still part of that. His Leela Sthalis are still open to us. Nityanand Prabhu predicted that there will be a great Adbhut Mandir will come, which is still coming up. So we are part of that Leela even now. So it's great fortune that we have, and let us take advantage of this Gaur Purnima festival by being immersed in the Gaur Katha, serving the Vaishnavas and following whatever instructions all the devotees are giving us to do this festival in a successful manner. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Vancha kalpataru kripa sindhu bevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.